Hi everyone, Matt, Nomadic Native, back with you. It's been a while since I made a video. Been pretty busy taking care of some things that needed to be taken care of. Hunting season happened. The crappie started biting, and you know, these things happen. So, but that doesn't mean that I haven't been diligently working trying to get our 2004 Winnebago ready for extended boondocking. And that brings me to today's video. I'm going to be installing a Nature's Head composting toilet. We made this decision because the fresh water tank capacity and the wastewater tank capacity has become our limiting factor. So installing the composting toilet will do a couple things for us. It doesn't use water, so we get to conserve our fresh water. And second, it does away with the need for a black tank. So I'm going to be able to combine both the gray and the black tanks into one holding tank, and we won't have to dump near as often. And bonus, we won't have to dump black water. So that's always a plus. I don't want the video to get too long, and I want to try and give you as much information as I can, especially measurements and stuff and that kind of thing, and a good overview of what it looks like, how it works, and everything about it. So let's get started. So this is the Nature's Head composting toilet. When I bought it, it came with an extra urine jug. It's 21 inches tall. It's 19 inches wide if you have the spider handle. If you don't have the spider handle and you have the crank handle, add 3 inches. Front to back is also 19 inches. You need some space between the wall and the back of the toilet in order to raise this lid and remove this jug to empty it and replace it. The toilet weighs, as it sits right here, 21.6 pounds. If you were going to try and take it out of the RV hole like this to empty it and recharge it, whatever, you would be picking up that much weight plus whatever's in it. The unit sits directly on the floor. The way it attaches to the floor is using a metal L bracket, one on each side, along with a knob with a bolt knob. The toilet is recessed on the bottom for this bracket. You can install it this way or this way. Regardless of the way you install it, the toilet just sits on the floor, like just as it's sitting on this table right here. To remove the toilet, it's simply removing these, pulling off an exhaust hose and a power plug, sliding the toilet forward, picking it up, or whatever. You'll need to do this when it comes time to empty and recharge the composting bin. Raise the lid, and the lid is on a slip hinge. Just slide it over and set it off. Remove the urine jug. And this part of the toilet weighs 9.2 pounds plus whatever's in it. And you can carry that outside and empty it. First thought is, what about the smell? From what I understand out of the manual and from other people who have them, when you open it like this, the composted material smells like musty dirt. Again, I have no experience with it, but there will be a video forthcoming once we do have experience with it, I promise you that. Here you see the compost bin and the agitator. use coconut coir fiber or a peat moss. It's a kind of peat moss that, well, there's a word there that I can't pronounce. It'll be on the screen right here. It's that kind of peat moss. Those are the only two things I'm aware of that the manual mentions, and that the manual mentions that can be used in here. The manual does mention over and over, do not use Miracle-Gro peat moss because it has Miracle-Gro in it. You don't want to put any chemicals inside this bin. And again, we have the spider handle. If you have the crank handle, it comes out 3 more inches. So that's something to be aware of. Okay, here you can see with the lid open that we have a rubber gasket seal all the way around, and we have 2 big rubber O-rings that seal around the mouth of the jug. You see these 2 housings on the sides here. This one has a air filter in it. Air enters over here. This one has a small computer fan in it, a 12-volt computer fan, and it blows air out. So it's pulling air through this chamber constantly. And there's a hose that comes with the toilet that connects over here and runs to the outside of the coach, along with a power cord with a center pin plug for 12 volt. Okay, this is the bowl of the toilet. You can see we've got a trap door. It's controlled by this handle. When you got to go number 2, you got to open the trap door. When you finish, close it, and then you give this 3 turns, and you're done. The instructions and other videos that I've seen say that you can put toilet paper in there. It's best not to put too much, and it's also best to use a toilet that breaks down pretty quickly and composts quickly, like RV toilet paper. If you got to go number 1, you have this little basin right here with these 2 holes, and it drains into the jug. So for guys, well, probably got to be sitting down, I suppose. The manual makes special note and puts a lot of emphasis on keeping the liquids and solids separate. That's important to the composting, and it's important to keeping no odors. The hose that comes with the Nature's Head toilet is big enough to fit around this, and it's got some rubber grippy things to hold on. And that's, for a lot of installations, that's pretty wide. And by the way, before I forget, if it's more convenient for the fan to be on this side of the toilet, these 2 housings can be swapped. So anyway, back to the hose. In your installation, if this happens to be too wide, there's a counter, a cabinet that's too close for that big thick hose to make the turn and plug in there. The instructions tell you that you can use a 1 1/4 inch elbow, just like that. And this is how I have set up the install on this toilet, because I'm bringing the hose straight up, and it'll plug straight into there. And you'll see all that in the installation video. So that's about all for this quick video on the Nature's Head composting toilet. I hope I answered all of your questions and gave you some insights that maybe you hadn't gotten elsewhere. If I missed anything, something that you was hoping that I would touch on and I didn't, please feel free to leave the questions in the comments below, and I'll answer them as quickly as I can. Also, don't forget to subscribe. There's going to be a series of videos on this toilet. There's this one, and then I'm doing removing the old toilet. That'll be a video. Installing this one, that's a video in itself. And then once we've had a chance to use it, I'll make a video telling you what we think about it. So be sure to click on subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.